Ethan is this young man who would light up a room. He is kind, loving, funny, strong, compassionate, and had a heart for service. He was a pure joy to be around. When things got challenging, he always said, "Mom, there's a purpose to this. There's always an opportunity, Mom." And we've got to speak about that. That was Ethan's heart. Ethan died February 16th, 2019. He was at home, and I found him in his bedroom looking like he was still sleeping.
What we're seeing right now in Arizona is an alarming number of teenagers overdosing and dying from these counterfeit pills laced with fentanyl. In fact, in 2020, 14 children died from opioid overdoses and like these counterfeit pills laced with fentanyl. So right now it's critically urgent and important for us to be talking about this issue. Most of our teens are getting access to these pills in a couple of different ways. We do know that they're using in groups and social settings with other friends. So that's one of the ways that they're getting them. The other two key areas are through text messaging and through social media apps. Offers come to them on their phone and they'll see ads for those selling pills or selling marijuana. And we've seen a number of cases where that's where our kids are getting access to these pills that have killed them is via social media apps or text messaging. It's really difficult to stay on top of technology all the time, and that's one I always say: talk early, talk often, and be there at the crossroads for kids if and when you can. And being at the crossroads means after school, it means at dinner time, it means when they come home from a date or come home from a party. There has to be a conversation, yes, about the substance and the technology, and I think that's really hard for parents because if a child is using, the earlier the intervention, the better the outcome for that child. One of the most important things that parents can have in their home is a medication called Naloxone. What Naloxone is, it's an opioid reversal drug. What happens with Naloxone is it can be just a simple nasal spray. Once you put the nasal spray into the nose, it immediately brings that person back to breathing, their heart starts pumping, and they get a second chance of life. Naloxone should be in everybody's medicine cabinet because a lot of times we think as parents, not my kid, not my neighbor's kid, not my friend's kid. So just take that prevention step and have Naloxone in your home, especially if you have young ones or young adults. Everyone's invited to go to talknowaz.com. There's all sorts of great resources on there about fentanyl and Naloxone. And also just remember that there is hope and help with healing. If you suspect a loved one has a substance use disorder or is using these fentanyl pills, there's a line that you can call 24/7 and get them into treatment right away.
A friend of mine said, when I started this media campaign, she goes, your strongest advocate will be right to your side. And that is so true. That is my son, Ethan.